Milwaukee, Wisconsin is not only a great city on a great lake, but as you'll soon see, it's a great investment too. The Midwestern city, home to about 600,000 culturally diverse residents, sits on the coast of the Great Lakes, the largest freshwater system on Earth. Boasting more than 140 county parks, miles of scenic shoreline, a world-class art museum, nationally recognized arts, culture, colleges and universities, and access to 2 international airports, Milwaukee has it all. In fact, some of the country's top publicly and privately held companies are in our backyard, including Harley-Davidson, GE Medical, SC Johnson & Son, Rockwell Automation, Briggs & Stratton, Northwestern Mutual, and Miller Coors, as well as the University of Wisconsin and Marquette University. Just 90 miles from both Chicago, Illinois, and Wisconsin's capital, Madison, Milwaukee is located in the midst of America's 3rd largest market for goods and services, talent and supplies. But one of the most unique and identifying characteristics of Milwaukee is that while it aggressively pursues its future, it also has great respect for its history and works hard to both preserve and celebrate it. No place is that more evident than in the brewery development. Founded in 1844, the famous Pabst Brewery was once the largest brewery in America, producing millions of barrels of Pabst Blue Ribbon and other popular varieties. In 1996, the Milwaukee Brewery was purchased and closed. The Pabst brand, now brewed in China, is still popular today. For 10 years, its 26 beautiful buildings stood vacant in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Investments were proposed, but none garnered the necessary support or created the necessary excitement. Then a real estate investor and developer, Joseph J. Zilber, purchased the entire site and launched the brewery development, one of the nation's foremost historic, sustainable neighborhoods. City, state, and federal officials have been supporters and partners from square one.
And to Gorman & Company, we thank you for, again, having a real vision, bringing great quality to this project, and really being a strong partner with us.
And by having Gorman & Company believe in the city, you are sending the message that we want to send, not only throughout this region, but throughout the entire state and throughout the entire nation, and that is the city of Milwaukee is open for business.
Of all the development opportunities that we have, it's difficult to find one that has this combination of safety and security built in from the fact that the city's involved. You have a huge developer who has spent considerable amounts of money on a legacy development, and you have Gorman & Company, which has just really an enviable track record.
Gorman's enviable record includes the recent conversion of the deserted Pabst Keg House. Working closely with local, state, and federal governments to secure both funding and general support, Gorman converted this once vacant building into a stunning $16.2 million 95-unit apartment building called the Blue Ribbon Brewery Lofts. Gorman & Company took great pains to preserve the historic building with its 15-foot ceilings, steel columns and exposed brick, and floor-to-ceiling windows, but built in all the modern amenities as well. A business center, theater space, artist studios and galleries, heated underground parking, a fitness center, and more. More than 90% of the units are already rented, and that's just one of the successful new developments at the brewery.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
And work hasn't stopped since. Another $6.8 million was invested to convert the former boiler house into 38,000 square feet of renovated office space, which now houses architectural and real estate firms. The 40,000 square foot former laboratory building is now home to Cardinal Stritch University's City Center. A state school, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, has plans to open its School of Public Health here, and a high-tech astronautics center is a possibility as well. Parking structures to accommodate residents and visitors alike are also currently under construction. When it's completed, the brewery development will have over 1.3 million square feet of corporate office, residential, and retail space, with plenty of parking, all close to all major transportation routes, including the interstate, and blocks from the lakefront, Milwaukee's theaters and convention center, art and history museums, and the Bradley Center Sports Complex, where E. Gian Leon played as a Milwaukee Buck.
There's government support for this project at all levels. There's support at the U.S. federal level by virtue of historic tax credits in the amount of $2.8 million. There's support for this project at the state of Wisconsin government level by virtue of Wisconsin historic credits in the amount of over $600,000. Additionally, there's a state environmental remediation grant in the amount of $800,000. At the local City of Milwaukee government level, there's support for this project by virtue of the Tax Incremental Financing District that is providing $28.2 million for construction of roads, infrastructure, and funding of environmental cleanup. So there's support by all levels of government for this project.